Attention guests, the program will begin in 15 minutes. If you'd like to participate in the toast before students open their envelopes, we have champagne and sparkling apple cider available to my left. So please grab a glass and we will begin soon. Thank you for being here. Hello. Student doctors, family, friends, NYITCOM faculty and staff, alumni, community members, guests, and those who are joining us virtually, welcome to Match Day 2026. My name is Becca Herring, Senior Career Advisor at NYITCOM Arkansas and the orchestrator of this event. Thank you for joining us on this momentous occasion to celebrate our student doctors and their accomplishments. Students, congratulations on reaching this milestone in your career, as I know it did not come easily. We're all so very proud of you. Since match participants cannot open their envelopes for a little while longer, we hope to use this time to congratulate our student doctors and reflect on the accomplishments that brought everyone to this day. I would now like to introduce Mr. Casey Pierce, Director of External Relations, Marketing, and Alumni Relations.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. Match Day is our favorite day of the year for everybody involved in medical education. For us as a medical school that gets to celebrate this milestone with you, for our healthcare partners, for them finding out who their new residents are, for the families that are here to celebrate with your students today, but most importantly for the student doctors who've worked so hard, many of you, for pretty much your entire lives to get to today. So we congratulate you all, and on behalf of our faculty and staff at NYITCOM, it is an honor to have had the opportunity to walk with you all through this journey and support you and now celebrate you all today. As the Director of Alumni Relations for NYIT, I'm privileged to soon welcome you to the network of almost 10,000 physicians across the country that practice great medicine and proudly call themselves NYITCOM alumni. You all will soon be part of that, and one of my favorite parts of my role is that I get to be kind of the bridge to continue that relationship with you all as you go on, continue your training and then into practice to become the patients that your physicians deserve, to build that relationship, to help you all pass forward what you've received from our alumni and our staff and the experience that they've given you all here. This time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Nicole Wadsworth. She's the Vice Provost for Health Sciences and the Dean of College of Osteopathic Medicine at NYITCOM. She's recorded a video. She is on Long Island today celebrating with our New York campus, but she wanted to be part of our celebration here, and so we have a short video presentation from her.
Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2026. Today is a milestone you have worked toward for years, through long nights, demanding rotations, perhaps moments of doubt, and countless moments of growth. Match Day is not just where you are going. It is a powerful affirmation of who you have become. You are entering residency at a time when our profession needs you deeply. Your knowledge, your compassion, your resilience, and your commitment to patients and communities. Wherever you match today, know this: you are prepared. You have earned this moment, and you belong in places that will soon call you doctor. As your dean, I could not be prouder of you. You have represented this medical school with integrity, curiosity, and humanity. You carry forward our values, and you will make a difference every day in ways large and small. Take a moment to celebrate yourselves, to thank those who supported you along the way, and to embrace the excitement ahead. We will always be part of your story, and you will always be part of ours. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Wadsworth. And now we'd like to welcome to the stage Dr. Shane Spites, Dean of NYITCOM at A-State.
Thank you, Casey. This is an exciting time Congratulations to our students, friends, and family that are here as you look forward to this next stage of your medical careers. It's interesting because I would say the majority of the public doesn't have a clue as to what it takes to become an actively practicing physician, as I see with some of the head nodding in the audience. They assume that once you complete medical school, then the journey's over. Then you just go to work and start seeing patients, start providing surgeries and working in the ER and the hospitals and the clinics, because it's just 4 years of medical school, right? Well, of course, everyone in here knows that's not the case. You have to go on now into that specialty training that will give you the unique skills and talents so that you will truly impact individuals, families, patients throughout the communities, not only here in Arkansas, but beyond. We're very thankful that we were and have been a small part of your education thus far. Your education obviously continues as you open these envelopes in a little bit to find out where you're going to be for that next stage of your training. But as all of you know as well, that education continues even beyond that. We've told you since day one, and I remember Dr. Deal mentioning this, as well as myself, and I'm sure countless faculty and staff, that when you sign on to become a physician and you enter the profession of medicine, you've signed on for lifelong learning, and it never stops. You'll continue to learn, you'll continue to gain new skills, new insights, and much of the education that you receive will actually come from the patients in front of you. Yes, the colleagues that you work with, the mentors that you have, the preceptors that and attending physicians you have in residency and in fellowship, those are vital to your education, but you'll learn the most from your patients. You'll learn the depth of empathy and compassion and caring that can only come from taking care of another human being. We try to instill that in you from day one, and recognizing that we want you to not only be excellent physicians that practice great medicine to the patients in front of you, but also impact those patients that you may never see throughout your community. You do that through being involved in the community, through health policy, through partnering with your healthcare organizations in your community, speaking with your city council and your county judges and your quorum courts and the other stakeholders in the community that also touch lives. We've tried to impact that through certain educational endeavors such as the Delta Population Health Institute and your population health certificates that each one of you earn in addition to your DO degree. That's a unique experience that you get here on this campus. That's intentional, and we're thankful that you were able to get that. We look forward to seeing where you're going to go and all of the great things that you're going to do to impact care to the patients that you serve. With that, I will turn it back over to Casey Pierce, and we'll move forward with the rest of the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Spites. I'd now like to welcome to the stage student Dr. Tate Snyder. Tate is a Jonesboro native. He earned his undergraduate degree at Arkansas State, and one of the unique things about our medical school is the opportunity to continue your medical education on that same campus. Tate is from Jonesboro, and his class selected him to provide some words of wisdom this morning. So we're honored to hear from you, student Dr. Snyder.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. Words of wisdom is very strong. Okay, everybody, we're going to get through it. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of my class, I just want to thank the NYITCOM faculty, staff, families, friends, local business leaders for being here for one of the most important days of our life. To my colleagues and me, let's just take a breath, okay? This is probably the first time we can actually just relax, even though that's easier said than done. But today is incredibly important, and it's special because the next few years can wait while we get to spend a few moments with the people who have and will continue to support us. You see, within the hour, we will all open up envelopes that reveal to us the next location of our life. And until then, you have the privilege of hearing a speech I made through methods used by many medical students. A 1 a.m. energy drink, roughly 3 hours of sleep, A quick call to my mom letting her know I'm not going to be available, and a dream, pure will. So you're welcome, and let's get the show started. Right now, if we were to write a SOAP note on this room, something we do with many of our patients, it would say something like this. Subjective, feelings of excitement, terror, gratefulness, nausea. Objective, elevated heart rates, countless forced smiles, and a lot of deep concerning breathing. Now, I assume the last thing that you expected was to get quizzed match day, but could anybody give me the diagnosis? Well, you think it's acute match day syndrome, you'd be correct. And finally, the great follow-up question, one that is posed to us many times by our attendings and many times by our preceptors. How do you treat it? Well, the gold standard is send a few quick prayers and you open the envelope. And yet, being medical students, we do some things best, and we miss something. That's usually how it happens. It was something very subtle, but it was something steady, and it was on our physical exam. You see, believe it or not, medical school taught us how to stand firm in the face of uncertainty. When we first walked across the stage over there at the Fowler Center, we had our new white coats and carefully constructed career plans, and this odd belief that success was going to show itself in the form of perfectly controlling outcomes. All we would need is the right study schedule, a few research publications, particularly being the first author, and maybe one successful sub-internship opportunity. But somewhere along the journey, we realized that was most definitely not the case. You see, sometime between anatomy lab, third-year clerkships, board exams, and long nights assisting on call, we gained a deeper insight into one specific principle. We can't control everything. We can't control every question on our in-house exams. We can't control every single patient outcome. We obviously couldn't control all the intricacies of the application cycle. However, there's one thing we can control, and it's how we show up. You see, this principle, controlling what we control, is something I came to appreciate pretty late into my medical school career. It stems from a philosophy much older than any of us, an old Stoic principle, and it's the idea that you focus your energy on your preparation, your attitude, your effort, and just let go of the rest, right? Because why worry? You see, every day we wake up, we have a choice. We can control our level of preparedness, how we treat our patients, whether we support our colleagues, and whether we learn from failure instead of being defined by it. This mindset's carried me through countless moments of uncertainty, and I know moving forward it can do the same for all of us. The second thing I want to discuss today is honestly something we're really bad at, and me included, and it's being present. You see, even at this moment, many of you are thinking ahead. If I was in your shoes, I wouldn't even be listening, I'm being honest. In a world that, constantly pushes us to think about the next exam, the next rotation, and the next achievement, medicine forces us to focus on the now. You can't take a history while worrying about your to-do list. You can't comfort a distraught family while worrying about your board scores. And you can't be truly present if you're mentally absent. The patients that we had the privilege of working with over these last few years, they never needed our future titles. They just needed our attention. For us to listen, to care, to make eye contact. And doing these small things, we became fully present. In these moments, medicine stopped being about achievement and it became about service. And sometimes we forget about that. A prime example of this level of service is reflecting on what medical students do best. Providing a cold cup of water, a warm blanket, and false plans for discharge without consulting our attendings. You see, moments like these, they were the more meaningful ones, but they're the ones that'll never show up on our CV. The first time a patient said, "Thank you for explaining that." The moment a preceptor pulled you aside and said, "You handled that well." The late night conversations with classmates that reminded you that you weren't alone. Medical school taught us physiology and pharmacology, but we also learned humility, resilience, teamwork, compassion, and probably the most important of all, perspective. Today feels enormous, and I would be lying if I said it wasn't. Where we match will shape our training, our geography in our next few years, but one thing that it doesn't have to do is define our worth. While it may influence, it will not determine the type of physician we will become. This will be defined by the little things, some of which are much more powerful. It will be defined by how we show up on the ordinary days. On days when we're tired, on days we make mistakes, on days when nobody is watching, because in these ordinary moments, extraordinary physicians are built. To my family, thank you for loving us, or to our family, sorry. Thank you for loving us, even through the stress, the missed calls, after being on Do Not Disturb mode a million times. You carried more of this journey than you know. To my lovely wife, Erica, thank you for being my rock and always encouraging me to be my best. I can't wait to undergo this next chapter of life with you and our newborn baby girl. To my mom, we did it. Thank you for teaching me how to demonstrate a Christ-like love for my family and those around me during difficult times. I'm just so proud to have you as well as Dad as my parents. Oh, you're crying, dang. And I know you'd be proud of all of us today. To our faculty and staff, thank you for holding us to such high standards and reminding us each and every day why those standards mattered. You didn't just teach us medicine, but you taught us how to be professional and how to show up with integrity and grit. And finally, to my classmates. We've seen one another at our most confident and at most times at our most uncertain. We've shared notes, foods, doubts, victories, failures, Goldstein's lectures, and at the end of the day, we pushed one another forward. You see, no matter what happens today, I hope you will all remember this. We're not here by accident. The same principles that brought us here will be the same that carry us forward. Control what you can control, to be present, to show up with integrity, to treat people well, and to never stop learning. The location will change as the challenges will inevitably grow, and the amount of times that we call home will most definitely increase. But our purpose remains the same: to serve, to heal, to lead, and to never forget the privilege is to care for another human being. Thank you.
Thank you, Student Dr. Snyder. That was outstanding. We want to take a few moments to acknowledge a few groups in this room, a few special groups of students, but I also want to thank, we do have several elected officials or their representatives or members of our Dean's Advisory Board here today. We want to thank you all and recognize you just real quick. Josh Mullinex from Senator John Bozeman's office, Mark Young, the president of the Jonesboro Chamber of Commerce, Marvin Day, our county judge, Cricket County judge, and Dr. Todd Shields, the chancellor of Arkansas State University. We really appreciate you all, as well as both of our local hospital partners are represented here today, St. Bernard's and NEA Baptist. Thank you all for being here as well. And thank you to those institutions that sponsored our event today and helped give these students a great experience. Thank you all very much. I also want to recognize we have 5 students in your class that aren't as anxious right now, but they deserve to not have that anxiousness, I guess we could say. We had 5 members of our class that participated in our military match. We have 2 of them here. These student doctors have committed to serving their country alongside their medical training. So they received their results in December, hence them not being quite as anxious as some of you. But we want to recognize those 2 that are here today: student Dr. Carl Abustin in the Army, and student Dr. Alec Rickman. And you're Navy, correct, Alec? Yes. Also, student Dr. Bryce Fink, student Dr. Nicholas Knott, and student Dr. Jeremiah Vincent will continue their medical training while serving our great country. And we are so grateful to you 5 and to you 2 for that extra commitment to serve us all, protect us all, and take care of those who serve us all. Thank you very much. In 2020, we began offering a Master of Biomedical Sciences program as a bridge program into our DO program. This class that you see here today includes members of both that first and second cohort of that program, and we want to take a moment to recognize them as they will about to be 2-time graduates of NYITCOM. Those students are student doctors Kyle Fitzgerald, Angelica Myers, Jasmine Stewart, and Raheem Williams. Congratulations to you 5, and thank you for your involvement today. How am I on time? Are y'all wanting envelopes yet? Yeah? Well, we're going to thank a few more people. So I want to reflect on something that Tate said a minute ago. Today's about our student doctors, but it's also about the people around the tables with them. We know that no one in life accomplishes great things without great support systems, without great people around us, without great people propping us up and supporting us. And I couldn't say any of that better than Tate, but we want to just purposely take a minute, turn to the people sitting around next to you, student doctors, and say thank you for all you've done to help get us here today. Take a moment. All right, student doctors, thank you. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to go ahead and invite our student doctors up to the stage. We're going to have you all gather here just to my left, and we're going to take a group photo, and then I'm going to call you out in alphabetical order. You're going to come across the stage. I'm going to actually move down here, but Dr. Amanda Deal, our Associate Dean of Academic Affairs and Graduate Medical Education, and Dr. Shane Spites, our Dean, will be up here. They will shake your hand as you come across the stage and you're acknowledged by the crowd. You'll receive your envelope here, and you'll go back and sit with your family. We're going to wait until almost 11 o'clock to open that. So I know this is the hardest part once you have that thing in your hands and you still have to wait just a few more moments, but we're getting really close. We're going to be okay. So, student doctors, this time, if you'd come over and gather to my left for a group photo. And parents, just so you're aware, and families, there is an accreditation rule that they get really, really strict on us if we open those envelopes before 11 a.m. Central. So we're not just mean or trying to put extra rules or stress into this process, but our accreditors require us to wait and hold those things until right at 11 a.m., and that's why we're building up to that moment right now, but we'll get there real soon. Student doctors, I'm going to call you in alphabetical order. You can go across the stage and shake the hands of our deans. If I can get this thing back in. All right, student doctor Carl Abustin. Student doctor Leanna Alsher. Student Dr. Skylar Brinkman. Yeah, you all can applause. Student Dr. Stevie Coleman. Student Dr. Megan Coughlin. Student Dr. Daniel Dong. Student Dr. Kylie Everhart. Student Dr. Kyle Fitzgerald. Student Dr. Megan Frederick. Student Dr. Garbo Gunn. Student Dr. Brittany Griffith. Student Dr. Kirsten Grubb. Student Dr. Kobe Johnson. Student Dr. Dayton Kasner. Student Dr. Alex Lima Hooven. Student Dr. Alyssa Lohman. Student Dr. Cecily Long. Student Dr. Jacob McEwen. Student Dr. John Minton. Student Dr. Oakley Mosley. Student Dr. Ishan Patel. Student Dr. Riley Prophet. Student Dr. Alec Rickman. Student Dr. Christian Rivera. Student Dr. Hayden Roberts. Student Dr. Christopher C. O'Connick. All right. Student Dr. Jake Smith. Student Dr. Tate Snyder. Student Dr. Jackson St. Pierre. Student Dr. Stephen Sabo. And Student Dr. Ryan Watson. All right, folks, here in just a minute, we're going to do a champagne toast right before we open envelopes. We do have champagne, and we also have apple cider as another option on this table. If you need to stop and get up, I'm going to be in full-on stall mode unless Dr. Deal wants to create a little bit of a stall for me. Yep. So if you'd like to get up to participate in our toast, please make your way over to the table. I believe it's just to my left is where it is. Good. Two minutes. I just got the 2-minute warning, class. So grab your champagne, let's sit down. I'm going to turn over to Dr. Deal.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Amanda Dale. I'm the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs and GME here on the campus. I've been at the school before there was a school, so it is so wonderful every year to see family, friends here to celebrate with you. So if you are one of those family and friends, get your camera ready. Okay, get your camera ready. All right, I can't see people cry and not cry with them. Get your camera ready. Students, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so while you're still super excited, grab your glass. I'm going to ask everybody, if you can, if you're able, stand. To the class of 2026 from NYITCOM at Arkansas State University, we congratulate you, we honor you. Congratulations. I know the apple juice is good. It goes down nice.
It does.
I don't really like champagne.
I'm
Gives me
not
a headache.
Does it really?
And I think it's bitter.
The taste that, you know, I like, if I have to have one, I've got to have a sweet one.
Super sweet.
Yeah.
Super, super, super sweet.
Look at it. That's exciting. That's where you want to go, right?
It's number 1. That kid really gone on to do.
Really?
And he's got that attitude throughout.
And who, where did you want to go start? Their family was really excited about here.
And I can't remember his wife or his fiance. Will graduate next year.
Oh. That sounds like right next to me. So it must be a sister then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Let's play.
I do.
I had a match party. Let me think. I would have had. No, I had Cheryl and 2 kids. Jacob had just been born the year before, so he did. No, we didn't go. Did you?
I mean, I did military, you know.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Now, and this is.
And I only moved 3 years.
I just ranked exactly. I was the same way too, and I just ranked one program.
Ultimately, I just want to program.
So I was told you
I love that time.
you were told this story. Hayden Rock. Do you know Cleveland Clinic?
Oh, was that the yeah?
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
I was like, did
Isn't that
you
cool?
He's like, I don't know what people do.
That would have been cool.
He said he'll check. And he did.
Yeah.
He said it.
That would be very
I
cool.
thought, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Because you know what my follow-up question was?
that's just something I would just start doing, just moving forward. And really, it's probably the right thing to do. Yeah, we should do. Well, it's not to be used from, it's not for public use, it's not for public, but really it's also for a, hey, look,
you.